What is up, guys? Eric here with TeamEccenTrick, and I'm bringing you guys some test hands featuring my ZEFRA Endymion. I haven't really actually used this deck in, I'd say, about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I've just been focused on other things. I've been building other decks. I actually even haven't been filming on the channel too much, or filming for the channel too much. It's just been, kind of preoccupied getting other decks together. Excuse me, but now I have quite a bit of decks that I want to test out, quite a bit of decks I want to actually showcase to you guys. So I'm going to bring you guys 3 test hands featuring this deck going first, and we will see exactly what kind of boards we can end on, what kind of combos we can perform. So that being said, our first test hand will consist of Chronograph, Sorcerer, Oracle of ZEFRA, Supreme King, Strudo, and Dragon Shrine. Not half bad. What I would start with is, start with the Dragon Shrine so we can get the Gate 0 search. So send the Dragon Shrine, or send the Dark Worm, use the Dark Worm. Add a copy of Supreme King Gate 0. Then I would use the Chronograph Sorcerer, blow it up, special summon your Time Gazer Magician from the deck. So special summon. Then from there I would link these 2 up, going right into our Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. I'd use Electromite to send the Servant. Then what I would do is I would likely I'd probably end up actually scaling the other Dark Worm and use Electromite, blow up this Dark Worm to add back the Endymion. And that actually allows me to trigger the other Electromite effect to draw, which is actually kind of a nifty draw. We drew the Odd Eyes, Perform Pal Odd Eyes Synchron. So from there, I would activate the Servant, right? Yes. Activate Oracle of ZEFRA, thus giving Servant 1 counter. And then Oracle of ZEFRA gets a search. So I would actually search the ZEFRA. Then from there, I'd activate the ZEFRA, so that's 2 counters. Use the ZEFRA to send ZEFRA, right? Yeah, so use that, and then this becomes a scale 7. So we're pretty much set with our scales. From there, let's see. So I've already popped a scale. We haven't normal summoned yet, so that's pretty nifty. Let's see. I would, from here, Pendulum summon. So we have scale 2 through 7. So Pendulum summoning this, Pendulum summoning Dark Worm, then continuing to Pendulum summon from our hand this guy, the Perform Pal Odd Eyes Synchron, and then I trigger this ZEFRA to search our ZEFRA Providence, because we're both in effect setting up protection for our ZEFRA cards, as well as getting our third spell counter and getting the search all in one. So it's essentially killing 3 birds with 1 stone. So activate the ZEFRA Providence to search the ZEFRA Divine Strike, thus putting 3 scales on Servant of Endymion. Right, so yeah. Then from there, I would use Servant of Endymion's effect, special summon, and then from there, special summon our Jackal King. So now, both Jackal King and Servant have 1 spell counter on each. Then, simply place the Supreme King Gate 0 to put 3 spell counters on Jackal King. From there, what you could do is you could, let's see here. So, yeah, you could link up the Dark Worm. Actually, better yet, let's see here. What you could actually do is, yeah, this guy and the Electromite, and go into your Triple Burst Dragon, right? Yeah, so then use Destrudo, target the Dark Worm. So you're at 4k, but that's completely fine. What you're going to do is you're going to synchro up, make sure you put the Dark Worm back to the bottom of the deck. You're going to special summon your Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. You're going to trigger your Meteor Burst Dragon. You're going to special summon this. Then what you're going to do, let's see, is you're going to, yeah, you're going to link this and this. You're going to go into your, Yuja. Very good. Then you're going to overlay. You're going to go into the Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, and then you're going to link these 2 up, putting your Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres out, and then you're going to trigger Absolute Dragon in the grave to special summon your Vortex Dragon, right? Then you're going to set 1 card and you're going to end your turn here. So, not the absolute best board, but you definitely end on something. You end on Vortex Dragon and you can basically send back, what I would send back is Time Gazer Magician in case you draw a Chronograph Sorcerer. Or you could send back another copy of Dark Worm. I personally, again, would send back the Time Gazer. You have the Divine Strike, so you can banish the ZEFRA. You have the ZEFRA Providence, in case any of your cards were to get like Twin Twistered or something like that. You have the Jackal King, which can remove 2 spell counters from it to negate a monster effect. Then you also have the Hieratic Seal that can trigger itself to target something and bounce, and then you can trigger that in the graveyard to special summon your Aether to target a card on the, well, target a monster on the field specifically, and banish. So not bad for our first opening hand. Let's see what our second opening will give us. Give me a moment, I'll get shuffled up and we'll get right to it. Our second test hand will consist of Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic, Spell Power Mastery, Terraforming, ZEFRA War, and Dragon Ravine. Alright, that's actually really strong. So here's what I would do here. So obviously start off with the Spell Power Mastery, right? And then we're going to add the Servant. Then we're going to activate the Servant. From there, we're going to activate Terraforming, because that gets us Oracle of ZEFRA as well as a spell counter, so it's a double whammy. From there, I would actually likely activate the Oracle of ZEFRA first. Search our ZEFRAth. That's 2 spell counters. then activate the Ravine. That's 3 spell counters. I would then activate Ravine, ditching the Endymion. To send Darkworm. Special the Darkworm. And then use Darkworm's effect on board to search our gate 0. Right, so yeah, so search the gate 0. And from there, remove 3 spell counters from Endymion, special, and then special Jackal King straight from the deck. And then they both end up with 1 spell counter each, as per Servant's effect. And from there, we can go straight into Electromite. So go right into the Electromite. Use Electromite's effects. I would probably send... let's see. I would likely send... yeah, send ZEFRA, the Treasure of the Yangzing, to the extra deck. From there, activate ZEFRA, so that puts this up to 3 spell counters. Activate the gate 0, that puts this up to 5 spell counters. Then from there, set this, use ZEFRA's effect to send our ZEFRA to the top of the extra deck. Alright. Then you can use, I'd say, use the Electromite, destroy the Supreme King Gate 0, to add back this Supreme King Gate 0, because remember, as long as you have other targets on the top of your extra deck, you can target the card you destroy. And then draw a card. Very nice. From here, I would actually scale again. This brings this up to 7 counters. So we'll use our 8-sided die. So that's at 7 counters. Alright, then activate ZEFRA Providence. Add the Divine Strike, right? Yep, so add the Divine Strike. Then this goes up to 9 counters. So there we go. Set this. Then you can Pendulum summon. From here, thinking if I want to go into that play, that play. The play where we put a card from our hand, or the play where we set up another negate. Well, we'll set up another negate. So Pendulum summoning this and this. Yeah, so then trigger the ZEFRA. Here I would actually likely add another copy of ZEFRA Providence. Even though we can't use it this turn, that's completely fine. Then link, go into the LP. Then link these two into the triple burst dragon. Activate the LP. Special summon the Destrudo. From here, let's see. So from here, I would actually probably these two. right into the Heavenly Spheres, I guess, at this point. Now, I was thinking I could probably end on a Vortex Dragon, and knowing me, I probably could have because I'm an idiot. But here it's completely fine because what we have now is we still have a monster negate. We have the Divine Strike that we can banish. We can either banish Zefraxi or Zefranu. Probably want to banish the Zefraxi here. Or no, banish the Zefranu probably. So yeah, banish the Zefranu, and then we have this Zefra War, which we can attempt to destroy Zefrath, and then we can banish our Zefra Providence from Grave to Protect, and then we have the Hieratic Seal to Tribute, and from there we can special summon our Aether and target a monster on the field and banish. So that's our second test hand. Not bad. Could have been better, but not bad. Now we will get into our last and final test hand. So give me a moment to get shuffled up here, and we will get right to it. Alright, so our final test hand, let's see what it consists of. Zefra Thubin, Dragon Ravine, Oracle of Zefra, Dark Worm, and Chronograph Sorcerer. Okay, this is pretty good. We can definitely make something happen with this. So from here, activate the Ravine, use Ravine, ditch the Dark Worm, send the Destrudo as soon as we can find it. There's Destrudo, so send the Destrudo. Use Dark Worm's effect, special summon itself, get the search for the Gate 0. Alright, from there, activate the Chronograph. Use the effect of Chronograph from the Pendulum scale, destroy it. Special summon Time Gazer. And there's our Electromite. So, link right up into the Electromite. And from there, I would probably send yeah, likely send from here a copy of Zefraxi, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and take a card out of our opponent's hand here. Potentially two, just kind of depends. So from there, I would actually, it might be better to send, instead of the Zefraxi, send the Servant, because yeah, we're going to send the Servant instead. So yeah. Then from there, I would use Electromite effect, destroy the Ravine, add back the Servant, then activate the Servant in scale, activate the Oracle of Zefra, thus getting a search. So here I would search the Zefrath, and then we get to put one spell counter on the Servant. Alright, yeah, so then what you can do is activate the Zefrath, so that's two spell counters. Use the Zefrath, sending Zefranu. So we have a scale 2 and a scale 7. So what I would do here, we still haven't normal summoned yet, so that's actually pretty good. Yeah, so from here, Pendulum Summon. So you go Zefranu, Supreme King, and Zefra Thubin. No, ZEFRA Thuban. Yeah. So there you go. We'll do that, and then trigger ZEFRA. Search the ZEFRA Providence, again, getting you to your Divine Strike, as well as putting another spell counter on Servant. So activate, that's 3. Use Providence, search the Divine Strike. Alright, so that's actually really, really strong here. Because then what you can do, what I would probably do, yeah, remove the spell counters, special Endymion, special Jackal King, and we get to put one counter here, and one counter here, right? Yeah, so then set this here, activate, put this to 3 counters, sorry that belongs there. Then from here what you could do is link this into LP, link these into Triple Burst, use LP, special summoning Dark Worm. Then what you could do is link LP, Dark Worm, ZEFRA, and Triple Burst. Going into the Saryuja Skulldread, attempt effect of the Saryuja, draw, ZEFRA War, ZEFRA Providence, Foolish Burial, and Mirror. So we're obviously going to put the Mirror back, we're going to put the Foolish back, the ZEFRA Providence back, we're going to keep ZEFRA War. Okay, it basically gives us another trap, which is pretty good. So set that, and from there, use Destrudo, target ZEFRA Thuban. So Saryuja increase, yeah, you're at 4,000, that's completely fine. Synchro for 7. Going into Odd Eyes, Meteor Burst, Dragon, and then effect of Odd Eyes, well, 1, 2, so 2, special, 1, and then effect increase. Completely fine. So from there, overlay, going into the Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, then link these two to the Heavenly Spheres, and then use Absolute Dragon Engrave, and special summon the Vortex Dragon. Alright, so this is a pretty good board here. We have this as a negate, we have 2 trap cards, one being Divine Strike, which we can banish the ZEFRA Thuban, so that way we can keep ZEFRA in the extra deck. So we have that. We have ZEFRA War, which we can destroy the Oracle of ZEFRA, and we can pop something. What's cool is what we could do is we could even banish the ZEFRA Providence to protect something if we wanted to do that, but I think that would be kind of a neg. We should just use the ZEFRA War, pop the Oracle of ZEFRA, and then pop something on our opponent's board. Then after that, we have a monster effect negate in the form of Jackal King. We also have the negate with Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, and what I would do is I'd, again, send back the Time Gazer Magician. That way you can use Chronograph Sorcerer again in case you draw it. And then from there, you have the Heretic Seal, again, Tribute, bounce something, and then from there, special summon Aether straight from your deck to target a monster on the field and banish it. So yeah, those are my ZEFRA, Pendulum, and Endymion test hands. We didn't get to the one combo that I wanted to do, which was actually the combo that I talked about in my profile, which was featured on Team King of Games' channel, where he rips cards from his opponent's hand, but that's completely okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, the combos that I did perform, I feel like were actually rather decent. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I really appreciate the views you guys give us. I will, Again, leave a link in the dual video in the description box below. So, Eric here with TeamEccenTrick. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm signing out. Rate and subscribe, leave your comments and ideas in the comment section below, and don't hesitate to give us respectful suggestions on content you want to see. Eric on behalf of the team saying take care, and TeamEccenTrick out.